Okay, unmuted. Oh, that was scary. Hey, Rob. Okay, welcome to my life. I thought for those who do not have a life or have nothing better to do, I will do a live on Christmas Day. It's pretty much the only shop time I will get since we have visitors tomorrow, and we also had guests for dinner yesterday. So those 2 days are not really an option. And yeah, since it's been a while, I thought, well, why not do another live? So here we are. If you look at the little note that I put on top of the piece of wood, then you see what I'm going to make. I'm going to make a roughed out ash bowl with about 14 inches diameter. This is ash from my garden. Unfortunately, I do not have enough storage space to put everything out of the weather, so it is a bit damp. That's why I have to twice turn it, and today will be the first time. But it's a really big piece, and I hope everything will work out. So Merry Christmas, by the way. Yeah, that one was still locked. Now, I haven't checked the turning speed and I haven't put on the rest. It's probably better to start with that. I did sharpen my tools and spent some time removing most of the bark. Hey, Artfox, welcome to my Christmas Day live. Uh, I think I'd better switch to the other camera, by the way. And here we go. You see, I removed most of the bark. And I'm starting with checking what speed I can get. It's a beautiful piece of ash, no cracks that I saw thus far. It's from a tree trunk which I cut into slices with my Chinese Alaskan sawmill. But when you cut up a tree, then you always have the top and bottom sections which are shaped like this. They're actually default bow blanks. So that's why I always when I cut up trees like that, the bigger ones, I always try to make as many boards out of them as I can, because from the two sides I can make more balls than I want. Whoa. It's been a while since I made my last ball, so I am a bit out of practice. But we'll see. Probably I can turn up the speed a little. Try to put all my face shield although that's a bit difficult together with the headset, but the chips are flying directly into my face right now. So. Let's see if that's better. Oh, Mitch, Merry Christmas. And Jennifer, hi. Well, I'm not starting to do lives. It's just an incidental one. The link is at the beginning of the discussion. So if you have time and feel like it, I didn't want to bother you over Christmas. Jennifer. But you're most welcome. Oh. Ah. Oh yeah, of course. I didn't want to bother you. So, that's what it is these days. Hello, Mitch. How are you doing? 5 watching. Okay, I'll continue. Or maybe I should make a brief interruption for something else because I have a new shop assistant. If this works. Takes forever on this old laptop. Yeah. Okay. Kom maar Joris, kom maar even. You're about to make your YouTube debut. So, this is my new shop assistant, guys. He's now 12 weeks old. Ah. And he doesn't mind being here with me in the shop. So I'm going to teach him that as a small dog. And then I hope he keeps on doing it for the rest of his life. Okay, where were we? I think this one. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So the first thing is to try to get some balance into this piece so that I can increase the speed. Okay. As you can see, the lathe is shaking a bit. I was turning the speed up to beyond the resonation point, but that's a bit tricky to do, of course, because if you have something like a lump flying off, then you could create a huge imbalance, and then the lathe could theoretically even fall over. I don't think it would, but it wouldn't be good. Still, it was nice cutting. So, to rest a bit closer again. Let's continue. Oh, oh, oh. Unmuted. Okay, I figured that. Okay. that little thingy on the headset which mutes when you put it inside. So audio. There we go. Almost there. Yeah. Okay. By the way the gouge jumps, I can tell I'm still not round, and you can see that here. The piece of wood was simply not completely round, so here most of the bark is gone already. This was the higher section, and here I still have quite a bit to take off, even though the center was pretty much where it had to be. I like this. Time to check. Still more to come off. There's here a bit of, and here, and this piece, so another centimeter at least. But let's check the chat first. Whoa, 7 people. Yeah. Dropping some chips because they always land everywhere. For example, in the pockets of my work coat or the keyboard of the laptop. Okay, I'll put the rest a bit closer again. Maybe sharpen the gouge. By the way, have you all been making these? I couldn't help myself either. Made a few. And they do make nice gifts. That was the edge of the bowl. Okay. That makes it around. I can also feel that it's turning a lot nicer now. Let's not forget that this is going to be roughing out only. So let me get my big template. Ooh. Even then I have loads to take off. Let's start working on that back a little. is simply far too much wood there for making a tenon. So I'm shaving off some of the, yeah, that's actually the sapwood. So not the most stable wood to be found in a tree. Okay, so this is where it would sit if this piece was completely dry. I'll make it quite a bit larger to compensate for warpage. I haven't yet made up my mind what I want to do with the rim, but as it is, I can always decide that when I get this piece on the lathe for the second time. Retaining your options is the name of the game here. I do always like to make a center mark. Even though I'm probably not going to use it, but let's see what we have. A very nice piece of ash is what we have. One piece broke out here, but that's easily fixed because that will be where the rim is going to be anyway. And this is really a good size. I mean, looking at 36 centimeters, so that's indeed well over 14 inches. That's it. Oops. Sorry for that. Hey, Doc. Merry Christmas. Okay. I'll show my face for a sec before we start turning things around. Yeah. So guys, that's me. And behind the laptop is a garage door, and behind that door is currently a construction site, and that's where the shop extension will be. And then I will also have daylight on the lathe. Not that there is much daylight right now, but the lighting situation in general is supposed to improve quite a bit by that. So since this is only a rough turning, I think I can already stop doing the outside and hollow it a bit. Well, I'll give you a better view of that. I hope it was this one, not sure though. No, that's the top view. Sorry. This one. Alrighty. So I had this on the faceplate, as you can see. I believe that's by far the superior mounting method if you have big blanks like this. I normally do this on the workbench, of course, but this piece is big enough to lie stable on the lathe, and then you can see what I'm doing. This is the record power faceplate with M33 thread, and I'm using 5mm torque bolts, 50 centimeters long, 50 millimeters, sorry, and that gives me a pretty secure hold. And then I have the one way. And then we start the search for the chuck key. It should be in the drawer, but it's not. Oh, here it is. So this tenon is now quite a bit bigger than it needs to be, but that's to accommodate for warpage, which we will surely have when this piece goes through the drying process. I've had this this particular piece of wood for the best of 2 years now. It was cut into slices like this during a session which is also on YouTube, Chainsaw Saturday. It was called. It's like I say, well over 2 years ago now. But then I cut the whole tree, so it was not directly, not at that time cut into bowl size chunks. So I had this from a 1 meter. Oh shit, unmuted. What I was telling. This piece of wood comes from a tree which I got here during reconstruction of our street. It was cut down 2 years ago, well over 2 years. And then on YouTube, if you look in my videos, there is one called Chainsaw Saturday. And that's where I cut a lot of this ash into slices. And then the trunks like these were the top and bottom sections like these were left over. I had them laying outside for most of that time in lengths of what I used to cut it, so about a meter or there or something like that. And then recently I realized that it was really time to do something with this wood, or otherwise there's only one thing you can do with it, which I do not want to do. So and then I cut a good slice off, and that's this plank. There's another one. Oh, Heather, is Heather in? Oh, the name of the dog is Joris. He found a quieter spot a bit further away from the action. Did I change gears already? Yes, I did. So we're now in fourth gear. That means I can have a bit more revs, and then we can start working on the front. I'm not going to drill a depth hole yet. I'm just going to work this into about a 1-inch wall thickness, a bit more perhaps, and then put it somewhere to dry. Let's start careful. Maybe bring up the tailstock while I still can. Like so. Looks like it's time for another quick sharpening. This ash has been lying outside, so in the weather, and that means there's also dirt and what have you on there. So it dulls your tools pretty fast. Let's see how this works. I still have to put on my face shield because I'm getting bombarded with chips. This is really a big ball. Oh. Come on. I'm taking fairly big bites a long way away from the rest. Maybe I should remove the tailstock. Let me stop. Adjust that tenon because it might have gone a little loose. It's wet wood after all. And let me check the comments. Heather won't be turning anything this week. Nah, what shall I say? There are weeks that I'm not turning anything either. And why? Oh, you can hardly move. Oh, that's not so good. Ah, Steve, it's really the good old bunch that watches my Sunday lives. How nice to have all you guys, and Merry Christmas once again. I hope it doesn't throw too much of a shade. I'm seeing all kinds of lines in the picture now. Not good, not good. Then we'll keep it like this. I have been thinking of using the ball saver on this one, but it's just not worth the hassle. It's too small.